It's Madden NFL 24, and we've got a pair of teams who met each other in Super Bowl 25. It's the New York Giants and the Buffalo Bills, and it's coming up next.
Autumn has come to upstate New York. Fall colors abound, and we welcome you inside Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Buffalo Bills. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, here in Buffalo, they love their Bills, and for good reason. They're guys, without question, one of the favorites to lift the Lombardi Trophy in Vegas come February.
And you mentioned with good reason, because we know their quarterback is one of the best players in the league, but this is an overall team built to win, especially when we get into the playoffs. Offense, defense, coaching staff, they've been knocking on the door for a while. They want to find their way through and get to the Super Bowl.
Meanwhile, for the Giants, what a turnaround last season in year one of the Brian Daboll era, Charles. Yes, they finished behind the Eagles and Cowboys, but they did win 9 games and one more for good measure at Minnesota in the wild card round.
Talk about establishing a new base, a new culture, and getting into the playoffs while doing it. So tough to beat this Giants team in the fourth quarter. They expect that to continue.
And the Giants ready to go now on offense, and under center is the man in possession of a new contract for 2023 and beyond. In his 5th season now, Daniel Jones.
Playing for his Giants career, Jones' best season as a starter didn't come with huge numbers as a passer. He was just the guy his team needed him to be, someone who could threaten the defense throwing it, and especially as a runner.
Look at the big, and I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I can hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
The throw over and the ball is knocked out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Well, here come the Bills for their first possession, led out by their 27-year-old quarterback in year 6. It's Josh Allen.
And it just feels like Allen has the Bills on the cusp of something great. Another 13-win season last year, and they're officially perennial favorites in the AFC. Behind that effort, continued excellence from one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Dalton Kincaid, 30 yards. And the Bills take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From his end zone, here's Gary Brightwell. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. A short throw pulled in by Bellinger. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on, catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Now Jones. Another pass complete to Bellinger. That one a first down pickup pickup of 8. So they give up the completion there. But defensively, Charles, you're going up against a quarterback here who's had some moments, but really a lot of ups and downs in the early part of his career. What's the plan against a guy? And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Now a man in for an expanded role in 2023. It's James Cook. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. Take a lower center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll run with Cook, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a third and goal. Defensively, I think they could smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is
under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Isaiah Simmons getting by the offensive line and dropping the quarterback.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on third down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The New York set to take the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Under pressure, and they got to him again. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now a 2-time Pro Bowler coming off a big year, Saquon Barkley. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves him still needing 11 here on third down. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a third down coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. To throw on third down, Jones. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down. Jamie Gillen now on to punt. Deontay Hardy back deep. This is taken at the 18. There's a nice move. He's still barreling through. All told, a 54-yard punt, 13 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Beginning this series with a handoff to Cook. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Despite writing it down in my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he's got it down to the 28.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Allen to throw it. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Now Allen. Oh, it stays up. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the 1st down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key 1st down.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Here's Allen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Play action. Now it's Allen. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
On 2nd down, Cook. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. To the air, Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. James Cook from 3 yards out. And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Bass on for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. A 10-play drive that time. And it was James Cook finishing things off with a touchdown catch. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Giants now going to take over late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
Here we go.
Jones now throwing to start the drive. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Bills got a terrific first half from the man on the cover, quarterback Josh Allen. His 2 touchdown passes helped pave the way for his guys to take this lead into the intermission. Final adjustments being made for the second half. So with that, we get you back up to Orchard Park and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 47 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
On play action, Allen. He was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
We're in the third quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And it'll find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 39. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Oh, now some trickery. They fake the spike, and he's going to get into the end zone. So the fake spike works, and they score. Josh Allen taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. That time a 9-play drive. And it was Josh Allen using his legs to polish things off. The touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
That one deep for Hodgins. And got his man complete. A big play there for the Giants. 59 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side...
Touchdown! Daniel Jones able to connect with Sterling Shepard. And the Giants are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Jones throwing for it. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a two-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the two-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Bills are going to recover. The fourth quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now the new pickup from New England. This is Damian Harris. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. The offense on third down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. So now Jones and the Giants down by 16, 2:21 the time left. Their offense has struggled all night, and now they need to find 2 scores late to try to pull this thing out.
Here we go, hey.
Now Jones throwing on first down. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
At the 22-yard line.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. To throw is Jones. And that will be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Well, you need your best play here, no doubt. 4th down and 8. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, there's a time and a place for everything. Down 2 scores late in the 4th. I get it. Now is the time to throw it downfield, but that one might just write an end to this ball game.
Yeah, I hear all the time how critical I am of play calls. Not in this situation. No other choice, really. Look at the clock, look at the scoreboard. Had to press it and take a chance.
Buffalo set to get the football back here. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing now is Allen. That is caught, and just shedding him off there. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Game in hand, the offense takes the knee. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. Fights through him, fighting him off. And he will have a Bills first down, and that should be that. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's